Hello and welcome back to another Football Commentaries live stream. It is Friday Night Football tonight in the Premier League where Arsenal go head to head with Aston Villa. For Arsenal, this fixture has not been very kind to them in the recent history. They've lost the last three against Dean Smith's team without even scoring a single goal. One of those defeats was a 3-0 demolition at the Emirates where a Saka own goal and two Watkins goals later on in the second half gave Villa the 3 points back in November of last year. Arsenal are coming into this game after back-to-back draws, where the last one was a 95th minute salvation job by Lacazette in the 95th minute versus Crystal Palace. And for Villa, they have lost their last two, including the dramatic Midlands derby defeat, where Ruben Neves sunk the Villa ship with a 95th minute goal of his own, and it was a deflected free kick to break Villa hearts. But only 1 point and a position separates these two sides in the table. So for this clash between 12th place Arsenal and 13th placed Aston Villa, who will take their 3 points, or will Arsenal have to settle for their third consecutive draw? We'll find out. Both teams, without a win in their last couple games, will want to change that. Arsenal, really got away with the Monday night performance against Palace. I thought Vieira's men were fantastic, like they were against Brighton in one of the other commentaries we've done this season, and just the lack of concentration at the end blew it for them. But they come now to the Emirates again. Arsenal at home, Friday night in front of the crowd. They've got to get a win. I mean, Aston Villa isn't the easiest team. They have got a new formation this season after the loss of Jack Grealish. They've gone to a three at the back, bringing in Axel Tuanzebe from United, and it allows them to play Watkins, Ings and Buendia all in the same team while fitting in everyone else. It's a good team on paper, but they're just lacking results at the minute. Same with Arsenal. They got off to a really bad start. 3 losses. Not the worst of results, despite who they were playing. Brentford's first game in the Premier League at their ground was always going to be an uphill battle. Then Chelsea, then City. Not easy games at all. And they've gone on a upward trajectory. I'm not going to try and say that again. They're on an upward scale. Let's just say that. They haven't lost in their last 5 games. I think it is now. 3 wins, 2 draws. But those 2 draws have been disappointing against Brighton. Against Brighton, they didn't really do much. Didn't look like they were ever going to score. And against Palace, they got off to such a good start, and then to let it slip and having to save the game the way they did. They won't want that to happen again. But I think with Arsenal at this point, I think 3 points is more than enough, to be completely honest. I don't think they care how they get it, when they're falling quite far behind the rest of the pack, in terms of the top 4. And, teams not even in the top 4, Leicester, who's not quite there at the minute, but your West Ham, Brighton, who are up there as well. They don't want to fall behind. They've got to keep getting those points, and those points have really got to be in 3s, not 1s. So, yeah. Big game for both teams. 7 minutes until kick-off. We've got a 2-1 Arsenal. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, if anything's to go off the game on Monday, they might get off to a good start, but it's getting off to a good start and then building on it. I think that's something they're going to have to work on, not just getting the winning start and then kind of taking a foot off the pedal. Go and score another one, which is surprising with Mikel Arteta teams, because after working with Guardiola for so long, his teams are known for, getting that first goal and then getting the second and the third and just not stopping until the final whistle goes and they try and score as many as possible. I know this Arsenal team isn't like City's, but in terms of, the mental framework of, at least trying to keep getting those goals, and going for the 3 points instead of getting one against Palace at home and then kind of taking the foot off the gas, it's not really something that you want. So, thanks to everyone who's here. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I know I haven't commented in 3 weeks. It's busy times. I think I should be doing, hopefully, I definitely should be doing one next week. That's for sure. It'll probably be Premier League again. I did want to do a Champions League one, but that wasn't possible. Next week's might be like Tottenham, Manchester United at R5, one of them. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, another commentary next week. You can hear that. Hold on, how does it sound? Okay, that sounds good. Let me just mute that. I always forget that I have that on. Right, let's go through the lineups. I know they're on screen, but I'll give you them in a bit more detail and why certain players are playing and why certain players aren't. So we've got Aaron Ramsdale, who's now, I think, the solidified number one for Arsenal, the 23-year-old goalkeeper. Leno on the bench again. He is looking to move on in January, I am reading. Arsenal want to move him on and get him off the wage books if possible. And then Takehiro Tomiyasu, the Japanese right back, has now started 6 games in 6 in the Premier League. Looks like a fantastic signing at right back. He's got off to a good start, only 22 years of age as well, really promoting the youth and buying youth Arsenal to build for the future. Ben White will play alongside Gabriel as well, who did miss the first 3 Premier League games of the season for Arsenal, which were all losses. He's come in and the ship has steadied. Nuno Tavares comes in for Kieran Tierney, who looks to have got injured in the last game. He doesn't quite make it for today's game, but the young Portuguese left-back does look promising. Signed from Benfica in the summer, again, looking for those young players. He's only at the age of 21. They're going to go for 2 holding midfielders this time instead of 1. Thomas Partey did play against Palace, but he'll be partnered alongside Albert Sambi Lakonga. Again, they've not got Xhaka for quite a few months yet, so if they are going to play 2 holding midfielders, it's more likely going to be Thomas Partey and Sambi Lakonga. A midfield 3 to sit behind the striker of Bukayo Saka on the right, Emile Smith-Rowe just behind the striker, and Aubameyang moving from that striker role to left wing to allow Lacazette, who did get that last-minute equaliser against Palace, he allows him to start, and hopefully he can bag some more goals for Arsenal. There was talks of him maybe leaving, but then now there's talks of him getting a new contract, so you know how a goal can change things. He plays for Arsenal. And then the bench is Bernd Leno, Cedric, Rob Holding, Sed Kolasinac comes in. That's the only change in the whole squad from the last game. Mohamed El Neni, Martin Odegaard, Ainsley Maitland-Niles is on the bench as the midfield options. Pepe drops to the bench, and Gabriel Martinelli, who did come on against Palace, he also starts on the bench. Again, no Kieran Tierney in the squad, as mentioned before. Aston Villa's team. Emi Martinez returns to the Emirates. He was sold a couple seasons ago now to Aston Villa. They obviously saw Bernd Leno as the more fancied option as their goalkeeper. How that's changed now. They've had to bring in Aaron Ramsdale, so he'll look to try and keep a clean sheet here at his old team. Ezri Konsa, Tyrone Mings, and Axel Tuanzebe makes up a back 3 in the Aston Villa team, with Matty Cash and Matt Targett playing as wing-backs. The 2 midfielders to play alongside the wing-backs are the Brazilian Douglas Luiz and John McGinn. And then that deadly-looking triangle front 3 for Aston Villa. Emi Buendia, who was signed in the summer from Norwich. Danny Ings, who was also signed from Southampton. And Watkins, who had a great season last year, got 14 Premier League goals. 3 of them coming against Arsenal in the 2 fixtures, home and away. He'll look to try and score some more goals this season. He's only got the 1 so far, and that was against Spurs in the away loss 2 games ago. So he'll be wanting to score against, the 2 North London rivals. Can he do that? We'll find out. They are the teams in the bench for Aston Villa with Jed Steer, Courtney Hawes, Ashley Young, Marvelous Nakamba, Morgan Sanson, Jacob Ramsey, and Will Argazi. Leon Bailey, who returns to the bench, he's been injured for a little bit, had that great performance against Everton and then was out for the last 3 due to injury because he picked up an injury as he came on in that game, got the goal and then came off with an injury. He's back on the bench. And then also the youngster, the 19-year-old Cameron Archer, makes him 35 years of age. He's already got 10 goals in 10 this season, 3 of them coming against Barrow in the League Cup. He got a hat-trick against the League 2 side and also got a goal in the 1-1 draw against Chelsea in the League Cup, which they did eventually lose on penalties. But he looks like a very good talent. He makes the bench for the Premier League today. And they are the teams, they are the squads. Kickoff is literally 2 minutes away. Let's hope for some goals. I always say it, it's just a bit of a good luck charm because nothing worse than a 0-0. You want goals. Let's hope for goals. I think we will get goals at the Emirates today. And let's just hope we get exactly that. Make sure you get your score predictions in. We've already got a 2-1 Arsenal. If you want to say hello or ask any questions, please do. As they're going through the lineups here, like I say, 3 English centre-backs make up the back 3 for Aston Villa, which is also great to see. And then 2 English wing-backs. Well, maybe not for long. Matty Cash looks like he's going to be changing his nationality from English to Polish. I'm pretty sure I was reading his mother is half Polish, or his mother is full Polish. Can't remember what I read, but he has links to the Polish, to Poland as a country. So it does look like he'll be switching his nationality as well. And then the Scotsman, John McGinn in midfield, absolute workhorse. I love watching John McGinn play. I just think he's something different, something unique, and has, really good technical ability, but then also works really hard for Aston Villa in that midfield too, where he usually just play alongside Douglas Luiz. So yeah, captains unite together to figure out kickoff, ends, all that stuff. Tyrone Mings has now adopted, should I say, the captaincy after the departure of Jack Grealish. It looks like it'll be Arsenal kicking from left to right towards the away supporters in the back end of the stand to the right of the cameras, and then Aston Villa kicking from right to left, looking to upset the Arsenal fans behind that goal, where they mainly situate. Just over 60,000 capacity. It's the fourth largest stadium in England behind Old Trafford, Wembley, and the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Does hold large numbers, pretty full for tonight's Friday night kickoff, as the referee Craig Pawson blows the whistle and all players take the knee to support the movement for no room for racism in the Premier League. If you see it, you must report it. And Arsenal get us underway. Like I said, kicking from left to right. Tomiyasu looks for Lacazette up front, falls to Douglas Luiz instead. Matt Targett out wide left, goes down the line to Watkins as he enters the Arsenal half, holds it up against Ben White, looking for options, and he plays it to Matt Targett, who's made an advanced run ahead of him, and then looks for a return ball to Watkins over the top, and he can't quite get beyond Gabriel there, as there's a little bit of kicking going on from Ollie Watkins. He gives a foul away there. There's a little bit of miscommunication going on between Aaron Ramsdale and Gabriel, and it meant Watkins tried to kind of nip in, but to avoid him from getting to the ball, Gabriel gave him a right good shove. Watkins didn't like it, so he kind of gave a bit of a kick out to him, and it will be probably a booking for Watkins under a minute in. He had great success in this fixture last season. It looks like he will be picking up an early booking. I just don't think he quite liked the way Gabriel shoved him away from the ball, because obviously it was through absolute panic from Gabriel, because it looked like him and Ramsdale weren't quite on the same page. He does pick a booking up Watkins for his troubles. Yeah, that ball over the top, there was a bit of miscommunication. Ramsdale came towards the edge of the box, but the ball was taking a bit longer to get in the box for him to catch it, so Watkins went towards him. Gabriel gave him a right good shove. Watkins kicked him back, and a yellow card it is. So a little bit of early, differences. As the ball goes forward, headed away by Tuanzebe, as far as Tomiyasu touches poor, and it can be pickpocketed by Buendia. Plays it forward towards Danny Ings, can't take it under control. Ben White has it in the end, and it's to Gabriel, who's closed down by Ollie Watkins, but he gets the ball away to the left-hand side to Emile Smith-Rowe, who will face up Ezri Konsa. And he will keep running forward and going across to Lacazette, who drops slightly deeper for the ball towards the right-hand side. It's now Bukayo Saka. Tries to work it on his left from that right-hand side. Goes across to Thomas Partey. And once more to Sambi Lokonga. Tavares in for Kieran Tierney tonight, the Scotsman out, presumed with an injury. Gabriel, heavy touch, and he's met again by a strong challenge from Watkins. Nothing wrong with it though, but he did just about shift it along to another Arsenal player. Got away with that. Gabriel needs to kind of get his head back in the game if possible. Bit of a shaky start. Smith-Rowe in the left-back area, just inside the Arsenal half, goes forward to Aubameyang, turns forward and replays it back into Smith-Rowe. Good football from Arsenal. Can't quite find Saka with the pass. Mings can clear. High up into the sky it goes towards Watkins. He's get beaten to the ball by Gabriel. Fantastic chested touch to get Arsenal back in possession. Lokonga forced backwards to Ben White. And over he goes to Tomiyasu, who bridges the border into the Aston Villa half. Lays the ball into Saka. Now Thomas Partey. Tomiyasu. Back into Thomas Partey. What an early goal would do for Arsenal. He slips it into Saka. He's left unmarked here. He's in the box, left-footed cross towards the far post, where Aubameyang goes for the acrobatic attempt. Goes all the way across to Saka. Oh, and he's put that right into the away end. How was he missed by that much? He has a raised smile because he knows that was quite a shocking attempt, Saka. He got the ball in a great area, completely unmarked. Tyrone Mings left him alone. Just onside, I think. Lifted the ball into the back end of the area. Aubameyang went for the acrobatic attempt, and it was ended up being a cross back across goal where Saka went for the shot in the end, and he plays it right over the crossbar. Really mistimed it there, Saka, but good attempt from Aubameyang acrobatically. But in the end, instead of shooting, it was just another nice ball across, actually, and Saka couldn't quite connect it in the way he would have wanted to. Just under 4 minutes in, it still remains Arsenal 0, Aston Villa 0. First real chance of the game there, going to Arsenal. It's Lacazette's press, wins the ball back nearly. Konsa just about keeps it for Aston Villa. It's now Matty Cash. He's been forced into a mistake, and Nuno Tavares takes it away from him. He bursts into the box, he goes around to Anzabi, and he looks for the shot, and again, similar to Saka, he blazes it right over the crossbar. Great energy from the young left-back. Maybe should have looked for the pullback towards Bukayo Saka, who made a late charge into the box. Aubameyang was also there as well, went for the shot, and again, put it right into the crowd. But positivity for Arsenal, good start. Big shoes to fill, taking the place of Kieran Tierney. But good pressing from Arsenal, getting the ball in good areas to try and damage Aston Villa. As Emi Martinez goes across to Anzabi. Heavy touch ahead of Aubameyang and gets around him and helps it forward towards Danny Ings. Header won by Gabriel into the midfield for Thomas Partey to collect and distribute. Towards Tomiyasu on the right. Will he keep it in? No, he can't. He gets there, but then the touch runs out of play. Unlucky from Takehiro Tomiyasu, the Japanese right back last season in the league, well, in all competitions for Bologna, who he has come from. He played 14 games at right back, 17 at centre back, and 2 at left back. So he's a very versatile defender. Usually is a centre back, but can more than happily play in this right back role that he's adopted at Arsenal. I think he's been a fantastic signing, and he left his home country of Japan in 2018 to join Belgium side Sint-Truiden to kind of make his name in the European game. Now he's in one of the big 6 clubs in England at Arsenal. Have such a prestigious history. Only team to ever go unbeaten in the Premier League. That's under Arsene Wenger, who I believe it's birthday today. Arsene Wenger, 72 years of age. The iconic Arsenal and Premier League manager. As we're just hitting the 6th minute, and it is Albert Sambi Lokonga, who his birthday is today as well, alongside Arsene Wenger, the Belgian midfielder. As Ben White brings it away, gets beyond the attack of Aston Villa and the midfield. He's bearing down on the defence. He lays it into Emile Smith-Rowe. What a run. One more pass into Tavares, trying to work the cross, just about keeps it in, I believe, and then it's caught by Emi Martinez. As he looks to distribute, I think he hits it off the referee. And then they'll have to drop ball it. Aston Villa isn't happy here. Not quite sure what happened there. Aston Villa players are really not happy about something. It looked like Emi Martinez was trying to distribute the ball and then it hit the referee. Not quite sure what happened here. Tyrone Mings is clearly not happy with something. Now Aubameyang's been spoken to. Not really sure what's happened here. I mean, Martinez collected it. And as he's gone, he's not even hit the referee. As he's gone to clear it, Aubameyang's just jumped right in front of the goalkeeper. Can't really do that. Came off him and the free kick's going to be given to Aston Villa. Yeah, just jumped right in front of the keeper. A little bit too aggressively there, Aubameyang. So we're going to get underway with a free kick for Aston Villa. It's on the edge of the 18-yard box. It goes to Tyrone Mings. Buendia. Oh, short past the target. Tomiyasu clears forward as far as Tyrone Mings, who scuffs his clearance, and out it goes towards the technical area of Aston Villa and Dean Smith. Not good enough for that from Tyrone Mings. Playing on the left of that back three. As Tomiyasu throws it towards Lacazette. Helps it on towards Saka. Dealt with momentarily by Konsa, but he's struggling to get rid of it here. He's been dispossessed by Lacazette, and it's going to be deemed as a foul for Aston Villa, as Aubameyang did put the ball in the back of the net as it fell to him from the challenge from Lacazette and Konsa, but I do think it was definitely a foul. Tyrone Mings trying to get his team going. They've had a very slow start today. Yeah, Konsa. Oh, to be fair, though, Lacazette's nicked the ball the first time. And it looks like he's holding Lacazette's shirt. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Lacazette gets around the man again, the second time to win the ball. Then Saka flicked it on towards Aubameyang, who then finished. I think he's got away with one there. Free kick for Aston Villa on the left here inside the Arsenal half, finally getting out their own half. Craig Pawson's had a little bit to do already within the first 9 minutes. He's trying to get people to calm down. Free kick for Aston Villa it is. Like I said, they have won their last 3 games against Arsenal, Aston Villa, so they'll come into this game with confidence based off the form that this team holds against Arsenal. Obviously, they've had a few changes, the likes of Grealish leaving, and Ross Barkley was quite influential in the game That ended 3-0 at the Emirates last season as Watkins receives the ball from the free kick, lays it back into the free kick taker of Target, fakes the cross and goes across to McGinn, who then crosses it in all the way over where it can be headed into a danger area where Ben White deals with it. Had to get the header away from Danny Ings, and he directs it for a corner for Aston Villa, their first real chance. Danny Ings forcing Ben White to head it away to anywhere, and that ended up being behind for a corner. Arsenal definitely being the team on top. Aston Villa have struggled to really get going in this game, so if they scored here, you could say it's a little bit undeserved, but if they get one chance and take it, that's what you've got to do in football. It's fine margins. McGinn's in swinging corner, it goes in, headed away by Tavares, it loops in the air and then caught by Ramsdale easily, and he looks to set off a counter-attack here. He's going to throw it down towards Saka on the right. He's going to reach him in the Aston Villa half. He's not on his own though, he's having to try and get past Axel Tuanzebe, goes inside to the midfield to Lokonga. That's a great ball from Saka. Now brings Thomas Partey into play. Smith Rowe a little bit deeper in possession and gets it forward to Tavares in the final third, who works the cross. He loops it over towards Saka at the far post. Target deals with it. Heads it behind for an Arsenal corner this time. So corners in quick succession for both sides. Aston Villa can capitalise on their corner. Can Arsenal get on top with theirs? Great counter-attack from Ramsdale, setting them away, and then they built it towards a cross where it was dealt with in the end by Matt Target. Bukayo Saka will put an in-swinging ball of his own in with that sweet left foot he's got. It's a low one in towards the near post. It's not really dealt with well by Ings. It loops in the air. Every Martinez has been knocked to the ground. And as Ilma Smith Rowe strikes it, it's blocked by someone. I'm not sure if it was a Villa or Arsenal player, but it's fell back to him and he goes back towards the halfway line to Tavares. I thought that was a foul on the keeper. It looks like he got clearly pushed to the ground, but the referee thought no, and we continue. Thomas Partey from range wants to shoot, blocked by Tuanzebe. As far as Ings, strong challenge from Partey, does fall to an Aston Villa player, and McGinn looks to turn. He gets brought down by Lacazette, and a free kick for Aston Villa in the end. Definitely high emotion game this. Referee Craig Pawson's having a hard time keeping it down and, keeping everyone calm. As Aston Villa just starting to slowly get into the game. Be Ezri Konsa to take. Yet to get a senior call-up, Ezri Konsa, to the England national team. And a lot of people argue he's a lot better than Tyrone Mings, who's give his keeper a dangerous back pass. He was able to bring it down and clear Martinez. Long as far as Tomiyasu heads it forward, Lacazette's caught by Mings there and he's hurt and he's kicking his legs out. Craig Pawson needs to stop the game. It's a head injury, clearly. Yeah, the whistle does go in the end. Lacazette seemed in real discomfort there. Looks like Tyrone Mings definitely caught him as he went for the header as the ball was played forward by Tomiyasu. I'd like to see a replay on that because he definitely looked like he caught him there, Tyrone Mings. I could be wrong. I need to see a replay. But, Lacazette is only at the height of 5'9" and Mings is 6'5", so quite the height difference. Let's have a look. Ball was in the air. Lacazette went for it. Yeah, caught in the face by Mings. It was more Mings using his arms for elevation, not like an elbow. Yeah, he didn't really mean to catch him the way he did. Well, mean it or not, we'll never get into the head of Tyrone Mings. We'll never know. But Lacazette was definitely hurt by it. Surprised it wasn't a free kick because he did catch him. It wasn't like a malicious elbow. That's what I'm trying to say. But still, I definitely think it's a bit of a nasty one from Mings. I definitely won't want to be on the end of a Tyrone Mings arm in my face. That's for sure. They make up with it with a little bit of a handshake there, both Mings and Lacazette. This will be Greg Paulson just to drop the ball down for Aston Villa so they can go back in possession. Not quite in the position they were when the ball was played forward, but they are now back with former Arsenal man Emi Martinez. Spent 10 years at the Gunners, had quite a few loan spells in that time, and during the end of his career at Arsenal, that's when he started to get into the first team, and Arsenal cashed in on him. He might have some work to do here as Emile Smith-Rowe pulls the strings in the midfield to try and set away Lacazette, but he was pulled down himself too softly, says the referee. And again, Arsenal fans are not at rest because they believe that was a foul and it was not given. Konsa, ball forward to Watkins, nearly intercepted by Lokonga, but he doesn't get as far as Watkins, who can't feed it through to Matty Cash intercepted by Gabriel. Luiz tries to win it back, can't quite do so. It's now with Lacazette. Ball too far behind him to really get it forward, and he's been tackled, and the ball just falls to Tomiyasu in the end. He'll keep running forward. Tomiyasu, he takes on Matt Target. Can he find a cross? Can't take on Target, and he will win a goal kick in the end. I think an Aston Villa player stayed down there, Douglas Luiz. He's making the point to the referee that he was clearly caught. Luiz is frustrated about it. Yeah, stood into the foot of Douglas Luiz. How has he not seen that's a foul? Craig Pawson's having a shocker so far. He's not keeping the players under control. There's challenges flying in everywhere. That time, Lacazette getting one on Douglas Luiz, the Olympic gold medalist, Douglas Luiz in the summer. Was signed from Manchester City in 2019. Just 15 minutes in, Tyrone Mings lifts the ball forward, looking for Watkins wide left, touches it down towards Buendia, who's then caught again by Lacazette. No foul given by the referee. Lacazette receives it from Thomas Partey. Does he keep it in play? He does. His long ball forward is cut out. Thomas Partey helps him back on. Won then by Saka, but he was caught offside. And a free kick it will be to Aston Villa. Like I said, have lost their last two games, Aston Villa. Their last win in the Premier League was on the 25th of September, so nearly a month ago now, when they got that historic 1-0 win away at United, being able to beat the likes of Ronaldo. Obviously, we had that penalty scenario at the end of the game where Martinez's penalty mind games really worked and made Bruno Fernandes sky the penalty way over the bar. It's only one of their 3 wins they've got so far this season. They have lost 4, though, which is not the greatest of starts for Dean Smith, especially when one of them is against your greatest rivals and in the way they lost their last game, 3-2 to Wolves. Conceded 3 goals in 15 minutes. Saïs scored in the 80th. Connor Cody scored in the 85th, and then Neves won it in the 95th. Not a way you want to lose any game, especially to your Midland rivals. That's for sure. Ramsdale clears up towards Aubameyang, can't win the header. Tuanzebe only finds Thomas Partey in the Arsenal midfield, and they can look to start an attack here with Smith Rowe really finding himself gravitating towards the left. Got Nuno Tavares in support, and he'll play it to the Portuguese. And back it goes to Smith Rowe. Tavares. Smith Rowe looking to get forward here on the edge of the box. He lays it off to Lacazette, who goes across one wall to Tomiyasu, who fancies a strike, and once again, I think that's the 3rd time they've done it, Arsenal. They blaze a shot well over the crossbar. A little bit wasted there by Tomiyasu. Not really known for his goal scoring, the defender. He plays it right over the bar from the edge of the box. There will be some dog barking here. Yeah, there are people returning to the household. So apologies for any barking you hear. There we go. Tyrone Mings has it from the goal kick. Try to play it from the back, but he just clears it long with the right foot, helped on by Danny Ings, intercepted by Ben White. And into the midfield it goes to Thomas Partey. Aubameyang, first time touch towards Smith Rowe, intercepted. And Villa are back in possession with Matty Cash. Drives forward down the right-hand side. Not seeing much of the ball down this side, Aston Villa. McGinn lifts the ball in behind, looking for Emi Buendia, who can't quite bring it down before he runs out of pitch. And it will be a goal kick for Arsenal and Aaron Ramsdale to take. Bit of a slower start in his Aston Villa career. Emi Buendia, signed from Norwich in the summer for about £33 million. Pretty much the Jack Grealish replacement, Emi Buendia. He's got the 1 goal against Brentford in the 1-1 draw back on Gameweek 3. He's a good little midfield maestro, Emi Buendia, and he will sure show his potential in due course. Blowing Arsenal. Yep, Arsenal is the game today. Aston Villa. Let's go back to playing FIFA anyway, Liam. That's all I'll say. Bet you're on it now. There's a long ball over the top towards Saka where it's aiming towards the corner flag. He keeps it in. He's being wrestled by Tyrone Mings, and he keeps the centre-back away from him. And then he gets brought down by Tyrone Mings, and that will be a free kick. Mings trying to argue his case, but inside he will know that was definitely a foul. Completely bullied there by Bukayo Saka. Ball was played down the channel. He gave chase right till the end, stopped it from going out for a goal kick, took it the long way around Mings, and as he was looking for support backwards, he was brought down. And a great free kick on an angled, in an angled position for Arsenal to get a real good cross in here. Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka are over it. Yeah, sorry for the barking. Will it be an out-swinging Smith-Rowe cross or an in-swinging Bukayo Saka cross? We'll find out. It'll be Saka to take. It's a good cross. It's inviting. Mings helps it on. And then it's put onto the post by Thomas Partey. And it can be cleared eventually. Tavares has it. Works it to the left wing where I think it's Aubameyang who takes over. Try to find his way past Cash. Works across. Corner kick Arsenal. They've hit the woodwork. I'm going to remove that. I don't really want to know what you're doing, actually. I shouldn't have asked. But here, Thomas Partey. Ball came in. Mings helped it away with a head. Then came off Konsa. And then it deflected to Thomas Partey, who stuck a right foot at it and helped it onto the post. Smith-Rowe with an in-swinging corner as the result of that attack. It's another great ball. Helped away to the edge where Saka looks to try and help it on. But it's Ings to get it away. And there's a counter-attack on. John McGinn, he's sprinting away from Tomiyasu. Trying to get beyond the Japanese international. He can't quite do so. And he wins the throw for his side. And it's an Aston Villa ball. I thought McGinn got the last touch there. But Arsenal have had a few chances to get in the lead. And that's definitely the closest they've come. Thomas Partey almost bagging his first Arsenal goal in his 40th appearance. So close. 5 yards out. You probably think he should score. And here he is on the ball, Thomas Partey, the Ghanaian international. Tomiyasu, long clearance up towards Aubameyang, who will give chase, but Konsa can deal with it, volleying it forward towards Danny Ings. Tomiyasu deals with it, though, and helps it to Aubameyang, who nods it into his Bukayo Saka, turns, plays it inside to Lacazette. First time says Thomas Partey, who gets completely taken out by John McGinn, but advantage will be played by Craig Pawson. That's a good refereeing decision he's finally made. Saka into Aubameyang. Lacazette first time out to the space where Emile Smith-Rowe will take up the left-hand side. Helps it into Tavares. He's got an overlap of Smith-Rowe, but he decides to shoot himself. That was definitely deflected. And another corner for Arsenal. They've got off to a great start this game, Arsenal. Yet to score, but they have hit the post and they've had a few shots over the crossbar. Aston Villa find it hard to deal with them. Smith-Rowe again from this Arsenal left, put an in-swinging cross in. They're looking dangerous from this cross. It's another good ball, helped on by Thomas Partey. He goes all the way through, and he has finally got his first goal for Arsenal. He came ever so close to scoring a couple minutes ago. But with the corner, I said they've been dangerous from crosses, and this time they've been more dangerous than any of the others because they've scored from it. There could be a case Emi Martinez could have done a little bit better with it. I think he got something on it, but his hands weren't strong enough to keep it out. And Thomas Partey directed it from the near post, a cross goal towards the far post. He gets it beyond the Argentine goalkeeper, and he gives Arsenal a well-deserved lead on this Friday night in late October. It's Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 0, and it is Thomas Partey with his first Arsenal goal. And what a time to get it. A time when you need the 3 points, and in a time where you're dominating in the game, you need to make the most of it. And Arsenal have done just that. Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 0. Sorry for the barking during that goal, you know. That's the life with 3 dogs, and no one can shut them up. But, you know. You know, when people know you're commentating, but yet still decide to take ages to get in the house. Oh well. I hope you couldn't hear them that much. As Mings from kickoff helps it forward. Watkins won't be able to flick that one on. It's now with Smith-Rowe. Goes out for a throw for Aston Villa in the end. McGinn. Oh, nice little pirouette there. and plays it through the lines there, deflected away from Cash by Tavares, but then he loses out. It's now Danny Ings on the right, clips a cross in towards target, coming at the far post, can't help it towards goal. Tomiyasu clears, and Lacazette helps it on all the way back to Emi Martinez. So Mings on the halfway to Emi Buendia, who was being targeted by Arsenal, but in the end he went to Villa. And also Emile Smith-Rowe was targeted by Aston Villa. They put a few bids in for him, but Arsenal said no and signed him up on a new contract. As Ramsdale will see that for a goal kick. Long ball over top by Villa. Didn't work. Yeah, Buendia went to Aston Villa and Smith-Rowe stayed at Arsenal in the end, signing that extension, Emile Smith-Rowe, in July of this year. Villa yet to have a shot. Arsenal with 9, 1 on target, and that 1 on target did result in the goal. As Mings has been nudged off the ball there by Saka, and a foul it'll be, just a bit of a nudge in the back by Bukayo Saka, who you may have heard, but he would have only sat his GCSEs about 4 years ago, now at the age of 20, and he's very, very smart academically. Bukayo Saka, he got 4 A stars, 3 A's in GCSEs, which I think is very impressive. Nowhere near the amount of A stars I got, that's for sure. I only got 1. That was it. So very smart in that sense, and he's very smart on a football pitch as well. Very intelligent Bukayo Saka, and also is Emile Smith-Rowe, who's on the ball currently. Goes back to the halfway to Lokonga. Gabriel, the Brazilian centre-back, signed last season from Lille. Did get a goal in his Premier League debut against Fulham at Craven Cottage last year. He's on the ball again, the Brazilian. It's now Aaron Ramsdale, working it to Tomiyasu. Into Lacazette, who drops slightly deep for the ball, completes a couple of 1-2s with Saka. It's great play from Arsenal. Tries to slip it through towards Aubameyang, cut out very well by Axel Tuanzebe. And it's now Douglas Luiz on the ball in the midfield for Aston Villa. Back they go to Ezri Konsa. And then once more to Emi Martinez, who won't be getting a clean sheet on his return to the Emirates. Martinez, left-footed ball to Buendia. Touchdown to target, poor control, back with Arsenal. Tomiyasu can't get the ball from Bukayo Saka, cleared out of the pitch by Mings. And again, Arsenal continuing this fantastic start to the game. Craig Pawson is going to be taking a name in the book here. Who was that for? It was for Mings, who caught Lacazette late as they were completing those 1-2s. Lacazette and Saka. Mings caught him late, and he's had a shocking game, Mings. He needs to be careful. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets sent off. Lacazette on the turn, though, takes it in his stride. And then poor ball, deflected though to Thomas Partey, thankfully to keep this attack alive for Arsenal. Danny Ings with a slide tackle, doing his defensive duties to win it back for Aston Villa. It's now Emi Buendia tries to go down the left-hand side. Ball's been deflated. They've been played off of Ben White and out for a throw-in on the halfway for Aston Villa. Only 6 points separated the two sides last season. Arsenal finishing 8th and Aston Villa 11th. Scored the same amount of goals, 55. But Arsenal conceded slightly less with 39. But Aston Villa got more clean sheets with 15. McGinn on the halfway for Aston Villa as they look to at least get a shot away before the half-hour mark. Mings to Anzabi. Ezri Konsa, playing his 90th game under Dean Smith. Ezri Konsa. Matt Targett. So they get into the Arsenal half and try and play some football, and they get a ball around the corner to Watkins in the box, hold it up against Gabriel, back into the wing-back Targett, looks for the cross, deflects off Tomiyasu and falls to the feet of Saka, who will burst forward down the right-hand side now to try and set away Arsenal. They're bombarding forward. Tomiyasu's made a fantastic run inside. He'll look to try and feed him. He will not get there ahead of Tuanzebe, but the Tuanzebe clearance goes all the way out for a throw-in right to the corner, flag on the Arsenal right. So they've got properly up the pitch there after looking like they're going to go under a bit of threat from Aston Villa. Couldn't make the most of it and then got away themselves and have won a throw-in right towards that corner flag. Really well done there by Tomiyasu and Saka, who were building a nice relationship on that Arsenal right-hand side. Takahiro Tomiyasu to take this throw-in. Lacazette tries to lay it into Tomiyasu, but Buendia gets there and clears. 1-2 there with Watkins and Danny Ings, or it's an attempted one, but Lacazette's won it back. And then given away by Thomas Partey to Emi Buendia. Now to Wanzabi in the Aston Villa half. To Buendia. Has to go back to Ezri Konsa. Cash. Konsa. Axel to Wanzabi. Did spend the 2018-2019 season on loan at Aston Villa, so it is his second spell at the club. Target. Inside to Ings. Takes it on the turn. Plays back to McGinn. Out to Target. McGinn looks for space where Buendia looked to pick it up, but he was intercepted by Emile Smith-Rowe. And Arsenal again will look to break. They're so good at counter-attacking with the pace they've got with the young side as they slip it through to Tavares. Great ball from Smith-Rowe. He goes across to Saka on the plate. What a save, Martinez. He should not be saving that. Saka should be scoring on the half-hour mark. What a counter-attack. Smith-Rowe picked it up after a poor ball from McGinn. He saw Tavares making a run in behind. Konsa couldn't track it. It got beyond him into Tavares, who found Saka free on the opposite side. Mings just in absolute no man's land. I don't know how he makes it in the England squad sometimes. His defending's woeful today. Fell to Saka, who only had the keeper to beat. Should he have beat him? Yes. But Martinez did make a very, very fine save. And it'll be a corner for Arsenal. It says swinging one in towards the keeper, headed away by Cash. Lokonga keeps it alive as he tries the volley. Always swinging away from the post. And a goal kick it is for Aston Villa. Should have been 2-0 though. Saka will be absolutely kicking himself there. Should have scored. He's only got the one goal in 9 Premier League appearances this season. That was against Spurs, where he also picked up an assist. Showing that Partey header again from the goal, in the 6-yard area. Who lost out the header? Tyrone Mings. Mings and McGinn were both going for it, and they both just did not deal with it very well at all. But Arsenal have got everything they deserve. McGinn on the ball. Not a great start to the game for the captain. So they missed one game, and that was against Brentford in their home 1-1 draw. They play 2 full 90 minutes in the Euros in the summer, playing against Croatia and Scotland. McGinn loses out well too easily. Aubameyang. Lokonga gets caught late by McGinn, who lost the ball. Lokonga was the one who won it back. McGinn tried to win it back off of him, fouled him, and that will be a definite yellow for the Scotsman. They're trying to make up for the loss of possession and just took him out in the end, Albert Sambi Lokonga, who's had a great start to the game, the young Belgian midfielder. John McGinn really struggling. Even in games he's scored in, they've struggled. He scored 2 goals this season, McGinn, and they've both been in 3-2 losses. The one at the start of the season against Watford, and then the last game they've played this season against Wolves. So free kick it will be for Aston Villa to defend and for Arsenal to take and look to score from. It's a high line from Aston Villa. Saka will put it in towards the box where Target looks to try and deal with it. It deflects back towards Emi Martinez, who will avoid the corner and will keep it in play. Decent ball from Saka, got some good pace on it, but was not dealt with very well by Target, but dealt with in the end. He's on the ball now. Matt Target of Aston Villa. Did play all 38 Premier League games last season, Matt Target. McGinn sees a ball on. It's a diagonal switch he sees and he can't quite finish off. It'll be a throw-in for Arsenal in the end. He was looking for Matt Target. Both him and Tomiyasu went for the ball. Neither of them got a touch on it. And a throw-in for Arsenal it is. Still yet to test or even have a shot on goal. Aston Villa. It's Gabriel has it on the edge of the 18-yard box. Gabriel plays it forward to Sambi Lokonga. Looks to play it forward into Smith-Rowe again, peeled wide left. Goes inside to former Atletico Madrid midfield Thomas Partey, really poorly, gives it away, and Aston Villa can get on the attack here. Emi Buendia can't get past Partey, makes up for his poor pass and wins it back. Smith Rowe through to Aubameyang. We know he can cause danger from this left-hand side. He looks to take on Konsa around the long way. Looks for a cross, deflects off Konsa. Doesn't go out for a corner, well defended by the young Englishman. And Matty Cash can bring it away, the former Notts Forest fullback. Finds Buendia, dispossessed by Lokonga. Brought forward now by Tavares. As Arsenal just slow play down ever so slightly. And go back to Gabriel. Tomiyasu. Back to Ben White. Tomiyasu. Ben White. Involved in that £50 million move from Brighton to Arsenal. Did spend 7 years at Brighton, 2014 to 2021. Made 49 appearances for the Seagulls, scoring once. Now he's got a new home at Arsenal. Tavares has it on the left in an advanced area. Smith Rowe, Sambi Lokonga, reverse ball into Tavares, who then decides to strike the ball from about 25 yards out on his weak right foot. He got some right power on it. Unfortunately, he didn't get the accuracy. It was right at Emi Martinez. Stung the gloves of the Argentine, but you can't deny and, have a go at the effort. Good, solid strike on the ball there. Watkins is dispossessed, and it's just not going Aston Villa's way at all. Nothing's clicking at all. Smith Rowe making a run off the ball for Aubameyang. He decides to go back instead to Tavares. Aubameyang. Tavares gets there ahead of Buendia in an illegal matter, and the fans are not happy with that one. I couldn't hear them, but you could see them all get off their seat to Barrard, I'm presuming, get abuse at Graham Pawson in there. Craig Pawson, not Graham, sorry, Craig Pawson. Yeah, Aubameyang was playing a 1-2 Tavares. It ended up looped in the air as Buendia got a touch on the pass. As Tavares nicked it a second time, I think he got the ball. Both players had their foot raised, studs up, and Tavares just got there first. I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. But Craig Pawson decided it was a free kick, and it gives Aston Villa a chance to try and get a first shot on at goal. Diagonal ball in towards the box. Tomiyasu will head away. And helped on by Saka. Caught by Mikel Arteta. Dropped by the Arsenal manager for Target to take the throw-in quickly to Douglas Luiz. On the halfway line it is, with Douglas Luiz again. Forward to McGinn. Back to Luiz. He sees a ball on into Watkins. He controls it well, but Smith Rowe will take it off his toes very quickly. And Arsenal have it back again with Lokonga. Signed from Anderlecht in the summer. Was Anderlecht captain for the second half of last season. Only at the age of 20. Well, would have been 21 at the time because it is his birthday today. Now 22. Tomiyasu. 10 attempts for Arsenal. Can they add to that? 0 for Aston Villa so far. Bukayo Saka doing step overs for days. Gets onto his right foot. Forced further wide. He does find a ball to the edge of the box to Smith Rowe, who controls it nicely. Plays it into Lokonga, who then fancies a shot himself, and that is just wild and wide and all sorts of wrong. Met by a round of applause for Arteta. He will certainly be happy with the team, with the way his team's playing. Like I said, they got an earlier lead against Palace and they just kind of took the foot off the gas, but they've learnt from their mistakes and they're not doing that today. They've scored the goal and they're looking to build on it. And Aston Villa have been really, really poor today, like shocking. Not even got a shot on a goal yet. And this formation clearly isn't working for them in the minute. This 3-4-1-2. Emi Buendia picks it up in the little pocket. Looks to play it forward, tackled strongly by Thomas Partey, the goal scorer. It's funny with Thomas Partey, it's took him 40 Arsenal games to get his first goal, but for Ghana, he has 31 caps for his country, and he's got 11 goals, so, he's not completely oblivious to scoring. Be a throw-in here for Aston Villa. It looks like it's going to be a long throw-in by Matty Cash. Oh my word. That is a real long throw. Like I said, deals with it on the edge of the box. As far as Buendia, who's battling with Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe does not win that battle this time. Cash plays it down the line for Buendia to chase. Won't get there ahead of Lokonga. And Arsenal clear it in the end towards McGinn, who helps it back forward where Smith Rowe will let it run, and it will go out for an Arsenal throw-in. This is probably a performance every Arsenal fan wanted to see and is probably expecting to see. You know, they were a club once at such heights and then dropped off quite dramatically, you could say. You know, 8th last season, 8th the season before that, then 5th, 6th, 5th. Their last top 4 finish was in the 2015-16 season where they finished 2nd, and that was the season where Leicester won the league. So they've not had a top 4 finish in quite some time. Tomiyasu beats the Aston Villa press with a beautiful switch to Tavares. He takes it down really well and he will burst forward. It's been a great performance from Arsenal. That ball epitomises it. That was such a good ball to beat the entire Villa press. Lacazette dropping deep for the ball in like a midfield role. Look to get it out wide. Not enough on it. Buendia helps it on. Watkins brings it down. Plays it back to Konsa. Plays it back out to Watkins, who's made himself available in a right wing back position. Looks to go inside. His pass is deflected to Smith Rowe. Helps it onto Aubameyang. He goes back inside to Lokonga. Partey. Help forward to Aubameyang again. Touches it towards Saka. Cut out by Mings. And then dealt with in the end by Emi Martinez. In his full white strip. In his full yellow strip. Danny Ings. Douglas Luiz. Back into Mings. Just about distributes the ball out to Matt Target in the Aston Villa half. Be interesting is to see if Villa could actually get a shot away in this first half. That would be one start of getting into the game. Konsa. Forward to Cash. Will drive at Tavares. And then thinks better of it and goes back to Konsa. It's now over to Tyrone Mings. Great to see him really pushing the Black Lives Matter movement, and he has been speaking very openly about his mental health in recent videos on social media, which I think is great to see professional players coming out and talking about their struggles. You know, they are only human at the end of the day and they can help others as they are, you know, real, you know, heroes and people look up to these footballers. So to see that they're not this perfect person and they do have struggles of their own and they're willing to talk about it and help others, I think it's fantastic. And Tyrone Mings is a brilliant advocate for that. This is Arsenal with the ball, though, now. Lokonga. 1-2 with Lacazette. Thomas Partey. A lot of space here on this left-hand side for Arsenal. Now Tavares. Down the line it goes to Smith Rowe. Not got many options, so has to just pass it back into Tavares. Smith Rowe. Down the line to Saka. He's making a run off the ball, Smith Rowe. Not going to quite work. Saka thinks of less of the pass and this keeps possession for Arsenal. Gabriel, who loses out to Cash. Back into Tuanzebe. And then across to Konsa. It's a messy performance, this. This formation is not working. He runs out of pitch here, Konsa, and he commits the throw-in. This is really poor. They need to change it. This formation is not working. They do win it back, though, with Buendia. Forward to Watkins. Just about gets it through to Luiz, and then back again to Mings. Painful to watch this. McGinn. Buendia into Cash. Down the line to Buendia. He's got a bit of room now on this right-hand side, Buendia. Looks for a first-time cross. Easy catch for Ings. For Ramsdale to get it away from Ings, who was charged in the box there. Good goalkeeper from Aaron Ramsdale's got 5 appearances in the Premier League, 3 clean sheets. Not a bad record. The only games he's failed to keep a clean sheet in have been at home, obviously against Palace on Monday night, and then Tottenham in the North London derby. He kicks it long and diagonally towards Smith Rowe. Falls to Cash in the end. Helped on by Konsa. No one in a Villa shirt can pick it up. It's now a Gabriel. Tavares, 2 minutes until the 45th minute. Aubameyang works it to Smith Rowe, and again, he's got so much room on this left-hand side. It's been there all game for Smith Rowe. Can't quite get beyond Tuanzebe. We'll go back to Tavares. White. Lokonga. Strides forward. Will he fancy a shot? No, look to play it through to Lacazette. Can't quite get a first-time shot away. Tried to take on Tuanzebe in the end and was dispossessed. And the corner is won by Lacazette. Didn't know if Lacazette fouled Tuanzebe as he fell to the ground there. because Lokonga got the ball and strided through midfield really well. Played to Lacazette. First time shot wasn't on, tried to cut in, lost it in the end. Twanzebe just slipped actually in the end as he took a heavy touch and it went out of play for a corner for Arsenal. They scored from a corner about 20 minutes ago. Now from Thomas Partey on the opposite side. Can they score from this side with a Saka and Swinger? Looks like they're crowding the keeper again. Right arm raised for Saka. Good whip ball in, and the head has been won by Thomas Partey again. Not the same result as the last one. Over the bar this one goes. Great whipped ball in. Pace, power, height, everything. And again, Tyrone Mings beat to the header. I'm not being funny. I know he's captain, but I would seriously bring off Tyrone Mings. Get to a 4 at the back. Sack this system off for this game. Again, McGinn and Mings having issues with their set piece. Them two are both... McGinn and Mings are both patrolling the same area for their zonal marking, and they're both really struggling. They were at fault for the goal, and they're at fault there. None of them taking control of the situation. But if you're McGinn, you're looking at your height and you're looking at Mings, you're probably thinking, why isn't Mings taking more control? As Lokonga there must have committed a foul. Come on, referee, pull it back. Like the shirt of McGinn's was there. That should really be a booking for Lokonga. McGinn was breaking away there in the midfield, was getting towards the box, and he was just clearly pulled back by Lokonga, and he will be a booking for the Belgian midfielder, and rightly so. 2 minutes of added on time, played just under 30 seconds of it, and this could be a great chance for Villa to actually get a really undeserved goal. Yeah, McGinn was breaking away, was tackled in the end by Gabriel, but was getting pulled back quite obviously by Lokonga. Buendia and McGinn are stood over it. Really good area for a cross here on the left-hand side. I put Buendia's right foot on this to swing this in. McGinn and Buendia are over it. This will be a really undeserved goal before half-time. But sometimes not everything is a given in football. McGinn swings it in. Good goalkeeping from Ramsdale. And he'll look to set them off again. A quick roll out to Smith Rowe on the left. Tavares is bombing ahead of him on the left. He will try and feed it through towards him. Mings does cover it well and kicks it out for a throw-in. Yeah, it's just this... I'll explain it more in the half-time break. But Aston Villa, this is just so poor in every single way. Tavares crosses it towards Lacazette, goes over him and Target towards Saka, plays it in, deflects off Luiz, Target catches Lacazette, referee doesn't think it's a penalty, and Aston Villa to break away. Ings back to Target, hoofs it forward, will give Watkins something to chase. Ramsdale will get there, and it will be seen away to Ramsdale. We've played the 2 minutes of added on time. Paulson yet to blow his whistle. Tavares back to Lokonga. White forward to Tomiyasu. Saka. Now to Lacazette, who's peeled out wide to the right hand side. Looks to get a cross in, deflects off Target. Back into the Frenchman, who will turn Emi Buendia very nicely. He's got support in the box. If Aubameyang can't quite find the Gabonese, Emi Martinez clears in the air. And that is when the half-time whistle will go. Or VAR check for that penalty. Okay. So that challenge there from Target on Lacazette, that could be a penalty. Does he get the ball? He goes right through the man to get the ball. It depends how VAR sees this one. This is definitely a matter of interpretation. Craig Pawson will go to the monitor right before half-time to check if this is a penalty. He goes through the man to get the ball. This is very much a matter of interpretation, I believe. Everyone will have a different view. Lacazette put his body in front of the ball. Target went right through him. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's a penalty. He gets a clear... No, Lacazette makes the most of that. He can't give that. No, don't give it. No, he's going to give it. No, don't give it. No. Our refs are rubbish. Our refs are rubbish. Our refs are rubbish. Oh, no, no. Lacazette has quite clearly made the absolute utmost of that. He goes through the man, yeah, and he kicks the ball. But Lacazette, after the contact, jumps over on his own accord. No way that's... In my view, that I can completely see the frustration. Right before half-time, by the way, it's 1-0. This will then double the lead for Arsenal. But by the way, Aston Villa deserve to lose this game anyway, no matter what. They've not been good enough. At all. Arsenal deserve to be about 4-0 up, but they're not. So, that doesn't matter. It's 1-0. This is a really pivotal point in the game. I'm not going to lie. I know I commentate, and I shouldn't say it. I hope this doesn't go in, because that's not a penalty. Lacazette has conned the system with VAR, which just baffles me. But it will be Aubameyang to take this penalty. This will literally be the last kick of the half, and then I think this will be taken, and the whistle will go. So can Aubameyang score? The number 14, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, from 12 yards out against Emi Martinez. Saved by the Argentine, and the rebounds followed up. Justice was served for a matter of seconds until Aubameyang put the rebound in and they celebrate in front of the Villa fans. A very sour end to a very, very shocking Villa and refereeing performance. He dived really well, Martinez, to his right. Pushed it right back towards Aubameyang, who could put the rebound in with his left foot. Got away with the missed penalty. Good rebound finish, though, to bounce it in front of the keeper. Good save from Martinez on the full stretch. But then on the full stretch for the rebound, he couldn't quite stop the goal from going into the back of the net. Penalty deserved? No. Is the 2-0 lead deserved? For sure. Arsenal 2, Villa 0. But that penalty kick doesn't quite sit right with me. And I'm pretty sure we'll get underway for the kickoff. And Craig Pawson, after 52 minutes of the first half, with only 2 minutes meant to be played, he will then blow for the half time. We get underway. Conte clears up the pitch, and the whistle goes. So after 2 minutes of added on time, we've ended up playing 7 minutes of additional time. In my opinion, no waste penalty. Lacazette has made the absolute most of the challenge. Target he's going to talk to the referee. But after a hideous, a horrendous, a god-awful first half from Villa, where forcing Buendia, Ings and Watkins into the same team like they are is not working. Take off a centre-back, go to a back four, because this back three is not working. They've been completely outplayed. Arsenal completely deserve their 2-0 lead, for sure. But I just don't think the way they got that second goal was deserved in the way they got it, in terms of, I don't think it was a penalty. But in terms of getting a 2-0 lead, I think deserved, because Aston Villa, they're not having a shot on goal yet. They've been awful all the way throughout. They can barely get out their own half. Communication's been rubbish. They've been arguing at each other the whole half. And Arsenal should, very, very much so should, stroll to 3 points here on this Friday night. And it is looking like Aston Villa are going to go 3 games without a win, and 3 games in a row that have been losses. Spurs away, Wolves at home, Arsenal away. Not looking good for Dean Smith. They're trying to fit too many players into a system that does not work. For me, Conte and Tuanzebe, they've been the better of the 3. Get Mings off. I know he's captain, but he has been horrendous. He's been so bad. He's been at fault for goals, for the first goal. He's been put all over the place. He's clearly not comfortable in a back 3 on that left-hand side. He's probably only playing there because he's left-footed, realistically. They probably haven't got another left-footed centre-back in the team other than Courtney Hawes. And to be honest, he probably could do a better job right now than Mings. Just an absolute mess all round. The refereeing performance was dog, to put it as nicely as I can. Same as the Villa performance, but I'm taking nothing away from Arsenal. They've been fantastic at home in front of their crowd. They need to try and get them on side and get them, rejuvenated after a bad start to the season, and they're doing just that. Fantastic, fantastic performance. Reminds me a lot of their North London derby performance, where they just ran riot and was just positive and looked really good. But for the first half, it is Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 0. And I'm going to straight away check what people think of that penalty, because I cannot be the only one who thinks that is just not a penalty at all. Personally, I could be wrong. But yeah, let's see what people think on social media, because I just think he's made the absolute most of that in a bad way. Not quite seeing anything. So, I mean, it might not be as controversial as I think. Right, clearly not as How is no one talking about it unless just no one cares? People just must not care. I've just not commented, because I'm not really seeing anything. Okay, fair enough. Well, if you've seen the penalty, let me know. But I just... Even with VAR, how does he give it? It's quite clear. Target goes through Lacazette to get a foot on the ball. But the way he's won the penalty, Lacazette, after the contact, and half a second after, it then falls over. Just not for me. I just don't think it is. Craig Pawson, the referee, has been awful all game. He's not been able to calm the game down. He's not been able to settle the players. The fans have been on his back the whole game after making stupid decisions. This game's just been a mess. The first half's been a mess for both Aston Villa and the ref, but Arsenal are not complaining at all, because they're 2-0 up. And rightly so. Why would they complain? Oh, wow. But if you are watching the game and you saw that penalty, let me know what you think. I just think Craig Pawson has been absolutely just... it's been... what's the word? What is the word I'm looking for? Conned. Conned by Lacazette. And I forgot to turn the light on. Hold on. Hopefully that makes a bit of an improvement. Oh, there we go. Hold on. So I'm not a big fan of this light. It does blind me. But there we go. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the light. But yeah, look at this. Arsenal 14 attempts, 5 on target. Aston Villa have had no attempts. Expected goals for Arsenal, 2.45, obviously for Aston Villa, nothing, because they've not had a shot. 23rd minute, Thomas Partey goal, a header at the near post, beating John McGinn and Tyrone Mings to it. And then Emi Martinez couldn't keep it out. Deserved lead after 23 minutes. They've been the much better team. That is for sure. And then right before half-time, penalty... a controversial penalty given. So I want to know what Gary Neville thinks, because he's currently talking right now and I can't hear him. I just don't think it's penalty at all. But yeah, but it's all that Arsenal deserve, really. They've been so much better than Aston Villa. It's ridiculous. Saka plays it in. Deflected off with Louise to Lacazette. It's, for me, I think the problem is, it's the way Lacazette goes down. That's where Lacazette loses my support in terms of an argument for a penalty. And then 6th minute of added on time, penalty saved. Aubameyang helps it in to get his, unbelievably, his 4th goal of the season. It's his 4th goal in 8 games. So he's averaging a goal every 2 games, which isn't too bad. for Aubameyang after only getting 10 in the whole of last season in the Premier League. So he's nearly hit half of the amount of goals he scored last season, and we're only in October. It does look like Leon Bailey is going to be brought on, returning from an injury. He missed his last 3 games. He was brought on against Everton in that 3-0 win against the Toffees. Came on, scored, injured himself or got injured, and then came off. He's then missed the last 3 games, and it looks like he's going to be used. They've got to bring off a centre-back, and if it's not Mings, he's only on because he's left-footed and because he's captain. Other than that, I would bring off Mings. He's been woeful. Yeah, Arsenal 2-0 up. Like I said, rightly so. Been absolutely fantastic. But they need to play like this. Why didn't they play like this against Palace? They got literally it's the same. They got the lead around 20 minutes in, and then they just took the foot off the gas. They haven't today. They've not took their foot off the gas. They just kept going and going and going, and doing that stops Villa getting a flow in the game. They've had no shots in the game. None. Arsenal have had 14, 5 on target. The comparison's crazy. Arsenal, I know it's hard to... Consistency is a good thing in football. It's brilliant. When you've got it and you are consistent, it's the most powerful thing. But when you're not, it really hurts you. And Arsenal just need to build consistency. And they'll be fine. Arteta's a good manager. He worked under Pep for 3 years. Give him time. I know people joke about trust the process, but seriously, trust the process. Things like the Palace game will happen. It'll happen again, probably this season. It might happen in 2 weeks' time. Trust it. This is the starting 11 today. I'm going to read the ages. Right? This is from goalkeeper down. So goalkeeper, right back, centre back, left back, 2 holding midfielders, midfield 3, Lacazette. Right? 23, 22, 24, 23, 21, 28, 22, 20, 21, 32 and 30. How young is that squad? Their bench, the bench is a little bit older, but they've still got the likes of, the Martin Odegaard, Pepe, Martinelli. Because the older players, really, on the Arsenal bench are the fringe players. Yeah, they are the fringe players. So like Cedric, Holding, Kolasinac, who's like the older ones. They're the fringe players, the ones who are actually trying to break into the first team. Martinelli 20, Pepe 26, Maitland-Niles is only 24, Martin Odegaard's 22. So yeah, this is what annoys me about Arsenal. Not Arsenal fans, because I know they were used to a success that they're no longer getting, and that's hard to take. I understand that. But to get rid of Arteta would just be stupid on another level for me. Because I'm sure if he was to go to a better team, Arteta, I think he'd do really well. But he's building something here. He's building a really young core of a squad that in 3 years' time, even if it takes 3 years... What's going on in this house? Oh my God, it's annoying me. What he's trying to build, this squad, or any Arsenal squad, they're not going to win anything, right? This season, on paper. They probably won't win anything next year. This is going to take 3 or 4 years until Arsenal are probably back in the Champions League and are winning a trophy or going for trophies. So, Arteta, Conte, Zidane, any manager, it's going to be the same process. So why get rid of a manager who's 39 years old, 3 years of experience under Guardiola? Let's not forget, he's won an FA Cup with Arsenal, a Community Shield, which, you can have your opinions on the Community Shield, that's fine. A Community Shield as well. But I personally don't get it. I get when you draw to Palace 2-2 at home, it's annoying. You feel like you should win those games. Fine, because you probably should. But they're not going to win every home game this season. Deal with it. Like I said, if you brought any other manager in, you'd probably finish 7th or 8th like you will with Arteta this season. It's a process. You're building an unbelievable young squad. By the way, these aren't just young players. They're good young players now. So when they build into something new, in a few years when they're new players, they're stronger, they've got more, tactical nous, better technically. Arsenal are going to be up there. I'm not saying for the league, but definitely trying to, stamp their top 4 authority back, or at least challenge until the very end. So like I said, stick with Arteta. It's going to take 3 or 4 years till you're back in the Champions League, but that'd happen under any manager. Arteta's still learning as a manager as well. I'm sure Arteta will be one of the best managers, or one of the better managers, in 10 years' time when he's got really good experience. So I think for Arsenal, if they just stick to what they're building, which I very much believe they are, they'll be absolutely fine. Speaking sense, mate, stick with him. He will make Arsenal a big club again. I do think so. Like I said, the process is a long one. As much as the Arsenal fans don't like that, at least they're actually trying to build something instead of just doing what United have done in recent years, just splashing the cash and not really finishing where they wanted to until the last year or two, where they've actually, built in the right way. So yeah, with Arsenal, I do have high hopes for them in the 3-4 years to come. Like I said, if the Arsenal fans like that or not, so be it. At least in those years to come, that you'll actually be a decent club, I think. Like I said, if it's wrong and it all goes wrong in the next 3-4 years for Arsenal and Arteta doesn't work and all this new rebuild, I'll completely take back what I've said. But I think for now, to rat the way fans are with him, I think it's a little bit harsh. Because Arteta also has to learn as a manager as well, which is a hard thing to do, learning on the job. For some managers, learning on the job works. For some, it doesn't. Solskjaer. So, the only reason I did Solskjaer there, I know it's a bit of a sneaky dig, yeah, but, there's a reason that Solskjaer has so many coaches that are so prominent in games. Your Mike Phelan, constantly talking instructions, so Carrick as well. There's a reason for that, because they do most of his work, and he's just a lead singer, you could say. You got like Carrick on the drums, you got Mike Phelan on like bass, and then you got that McKenna on I can't remember what I've said now, drum, bass, guitar, and then you got Solskjaer, the lead singer. Don't know where that analogy's come from, but I don't even know why I'm talking about United. Yeah. Anyway, second half's about to start. Oh, that's annoying. It's annoying, but I knew he was going to do it. Axel Tuanzebe comes off as the back 3, and Leon Bailey goes on, so they're going to go to a back 4. Ming stays on. He is captain. He is left-footed. I get why, but he's been awful today, and I think he should have been subbed off. They are going to go to a back 4, which they had to do, because that back 3 was not working in any way. But we're about to get underway. Villa kicking left to right. Arsenal right to left. And we're underway. Conte helping it forward towards Watkins, cleared by Tomiyasu. Mings will give chase as Aston Villa restarts once again. Going back to their goalkeeper and former Arsenal man, Emi Martinez. Out to Matty Cash. Struggles to get out of his feet, but once he does, he clears it forward towards Buendia. Ings will get onto the ball. It will be deflected all the way over towards Thomas Partey, who dispossesses Douglas Luiz. Tomiyasu with the ball to Lacazette. Brings it down and finds Tomiyasu. Shifts it past target, down the line to Saka. And then a throw in for Arsenal as Mings tackles Bukayo Saka. Tomiyasu throws it towards Lokonga, flicked onto Aubameyang. I think it hits his face and then cleared by Konsa. Back forward by Arsenal. Matty Cash to head it away. Here's the substitute, the Jamaican, the signing from Bayer Leverkusen in the summer, Leon Bailey. Konsa. Emi Martinez. In the last 2 games he's played against Arsenal last season, against his former club, he did keep 2 clean sheets. Not the case tonight. Emi Buendia, ball around the corner to Watkins in behind. What a pass from the Argentine. Watkins is in behind here. He's got Thomas Partey trying to tackle him. He goes for the shot saved by Ramsdale. And out for a corner for Villa. Great creativity from Buendia. Got it from target, kind of on the turn. He'd had to hit it first time forward to Watkins, who was looking for a ball, I think, to Ings, but then decided to shoot. But a better start for Aston Villa. They've had their first shot. Only took them 47 minutes of the game. And the first half have consisted of 52 minutes. So it took them 54 minutes to get a shot away. Crazy. Target glides it into the air. Conte heads it on towards Watkins. Helped away by Tomiyasu. Volleyed away by Aubameyang. Brought down by Matty Cash. Out to Buendia on the right-hand side. Looks for a switch. No one's there. Tomiyasu can bring it down for Arsenal. Forward it goes. Tomiyasu lays it into Saka, who's just slightly behind him. Thomas Partey. Forward to Lokonga. Lacazette tries to get it on the turn. Barged down by Douglas Luiz and then loses out in possession. It's now the Brazilian. Helps it towards Watkins. Cut out by Ben White, but straight back to Luiz, who then gets a successful pass out to Watkins. Into the box he goes. One-on-one with Tomiyasu. Can he work across on the tight angle? He does towards Ings, who turns. Dragged down there. No penalty given again by Craig Pawson. And Arsenal can bring it away. Smith Rowe to Aubameyang in the Aston Villa half. You can charge at this back four of Aston Villa. Into the box he goes with a cross to the edge. Lacazette 1-2 with Smith Rowe. Lays it into Lokonga, who decides to strike. He drags his shot wide due to a deflection. And a corner kick it'll be. Let's have a look at this. Danny Ings shout for a penalty. No, he just falls down. No penalty. Wag of the finger from Craig Pawson because he's been so dominant in his refereeing today. You know, really tell the people, no penalty. I know what I'm doing. It wasn't a penalty though, to be fair. Danny Ings is shaking the head, but it wasn't a penalty. He didn't really touch him, Gabriel. I think they were checking it, but they're actually going to use VAR in the right way this time. Smith Rowe. In swinger, deeper into the box this time, headed away. Only as far as Bukayo Saka on the edge. Tries to take on Matt Target if possible. Shoots on his left foot and then shoots. And again, it's just a wild shot, well far away from the goal. Many of them have happened today for Arsenal. That's why their shot count is quite high. A lot of those shots have been pretty rubbish. Don't be fooled by the shot count of Arsenal, that's for sure. Well, better start for Aston Villa. I know we're only 4.5 minutes into the second half, but it couldn't have got much worse, really. And changing to a back four was definitely the right way forward. Semi Martinez getting closed down by Aubameyang, just about gets it out of his feet and clears out to Matt Target. Good ball, actually, in the end from the Argentine keeper. Forward to Watkins, lays it back into Target. Trying to shove off Saka. Poor ball, though, from Target, but then they win it back with Luiz from Lacazette. Buendia shifts it onto his right foot and then gets it to Matty Cash. Cross, it's a heavy one, and it will curl towards Tomiyasu's right boot where he can clear. Looks like McGinn brings it down fantastically. John McGinn, and gets a cross in. It loops in the air off of Ben White. Headed away by Tavares. Brought down by Cash. Held forward to Buendia. On the edge of this box, it's compact, it's tight, but they do work their self around Arsenal. And he pulls it back into Danny Ings. Good block, Ben White. Falls to McGinn. Finds space to shoot, and it comes off Gabriel. Corner kick for Aston Villa. Much better start. What a change of formation can do to a performance. Danny Ings probably should have scored, but Ben White put his body on the line and made a fantastic block from Danny Ings. They take the corners to Douglas Luiz on the angle. Whips it in. Ezri Konsa nods it down towards Buendia. Smith Rowe gets there ahead of him and the counter-attack's on. He bursts forward and then gets tackled by Leon Bailey. The Jamaican is on. Can he make the difference? They'd get 15 goals and 11 assists in 40 games last season in all competitions. Leon Bailey, the man born in Kingston of Jamaica, where the likes of John Barnes, Raheem Sterling and Bob Marley was born. I say Bob Marley was born there, he was born somewhere else, but moved to Kingston at a very young age. If you're interested in the life of Bob Marley, there you go. That's what I think. I don't just bring football knowledge, I bring everything, you know. But yeah, if you could bring out some classics like Bob Marley, like classic moves. Because to be fair though, Bob Marley was a big fan of football. He loved football, Bob Marley, and that should be well known. You should all know that. And if you didn't, there you go. He was a big fan. Yeah, that's where he was born. Leon Bailey, Kingston, and born and raised. I think if I'm not wrong in saying, is Buendia looks to set Aston Villa away. He kind of gets caught on his own feet and he slips, but he's back on his feet and he slips through towards Cash. Great interception by Smith Rowe. And Arsenal are back in possession. I'm pretty sure Leon Bailey was adopted. I'm pretty sure. So a great rise for him into football, that's for sure. It's Lakonga. Again, a bursting run through the Aston Villa midfield, and he slips it through to Saka in the box. Right-footed shot. Good slide block from Matt Target. Mings can pick up the pieces and clear it, not very convincingly. Tomiyasu lifts it into Lakonga. Gets past Louise. Fancies another shot, and it's a poor one in the end. Easy save for Martinez. Lakonga's had a fantastic game alongside Thomas Partey. They've really been the machine, really the oil in the machine to make this Arsenal team work so well today. Leon Bailey has got beyond Tavares very easily, but the game was stopped anyway. Not sure why Thomas Partey was on the deck. Arteta will not want the same to happen. Obviously, it won't be in the same way as the Palace game, because obviously they went 1-0 up, then 2-1 down, then 2-2. But they just don't want to take away these 3 points that they worked so hard and so well for in the first half to get this 2-0 lead. Back underway with Gabriel, the Brazilian centre-half. Did win a Croatian league title, Gabriel, at his time with Dinamo Zagreb, when he's with them from February to June in 2018. I think he only made about 5 appearances for them. But they did lose the ball in the end there, Arsenal. Dean Smith will be a much happier man because the first half was that bad. Leon Bailey's found great control, looks to switch it towards Watkins, who's playing in the left wing area. Quite wide, Tomiyasu. Saka being forced backwards to his goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale. Takes a touch and just about gets it cleared up towards Lacazette. Touches it down to Tomiyasu. Lacazette, I think, was caught there by Mings. Advantage will be played. Tomiyasu hoofing it forward. Proper old school towards Aubameyang. Can't keep it under his control. It's now Douglas Luiz. Shrugs off Aubameyang. Completes a nice 1-2 with Bailey. Tries to get it back into Jamaican, but then he loses it himself. Lacazette sees a gap through towards Saka in behind. Too much on the pass. And can be collected by Emi Martinez, who throws it out as quick as he can to Matt Target. A goal for Aston Villa changes the whole complexity of this game. Watkins, can he bring that goal? Across to McGinn. Oh, what a rubbish ball from McGinn. Seriously, so many of those passes. Tavares, that's a better ball. First time over the top, in behind from Smith Rowe from Aubameyang. That's how you play a football pass. Smith Rowe, deflected shot off the post and in. I said a goal for Aston Villa would change the complexity of this game. So would a goal for Arsenal, and they've got just that. Emile Smith Rowe with the goal for Arsenal. He's only got the 1 goal this season. That was in the home win against Spurs in the North London derby. And 10 minutes into the second half, he's got his second of the season, both coming at the Emirates. A fortune of luck with the deflection. But McGinn with such a shocking rubbish pass. Found, I think it was Lakonga. Then Tavares inside to Aubameyang, who just put a spin ball in behind to Smith Rowe, who was bearing down on goal. He wanted to open the body and shoot, to the far post. Instead, it was deflected off of Mings, who's just had a shocking performance all day. Deflects off the defender, in off the inside of the post, into the back of the net. And I think that could be curtains for Aston Villa. Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 0. And as they were just starting to kind of build blocks back into the game, Villa, that's just been completely knocked down by Arsenal and Emile Smith Rowe. I dare to say he's the Croydon De Bruyne, like Martin Tyler always says. But he's alike. Not quite the quality, but definitely the style of play. He's a great young English talent, and he will sure have a bright future at Arsenal and in the England team once he breaks into it. 3-0 Back we go. Buendia again loses footing and loses the ball. Halfway line is Bukayo Saka. Twisting, turning, trying to keep the ball, gets it inside Thomas Partey, looks for a 1-2. That's cut out by Target. Buendia, tackled by Partey, out for a throw-in for Aston Villa. But this is all Arsenal deserve. And an on-looking Gareth Southgate for Emile Smith-Rowe. What a game for Southgate to be watching. For Smith-Rowe, he's not yet to get a call-up. He has got 2 under-21 England appearances, Emile Smith-Rowe. He'll be looking to break into the England first team, and with a performance like this, he's definitely making a case for it. Tavares tries to get beyond Matty Cash, can't quite do so. Like I said, Arsenal completely deserve this. Aston Villa were building into the game at the start of this half, but they had a few half chances. Arsenal rode the storm and got a goal themselves, and you can't talk against that. They won the ball off a poor pass from McGinn, which he's been doing all game. Unbelievable counter-attack, which they're known for this season. Their counter-attacking's really been worked on by Arteta because they're getting really good at it. And what I love about Arteta is how he orchestrates the performance. He's always up on his feet, pointing, telling people what to do, constantly talking, just, not being silent at all. And I think it really helps his young players, learn the game. That's a good switch, though, from Aston Villa here. They could be on. Matt Target brings it forward, helps it forward into Watkins. Takes it on the inside, decides to shoot again. Ben White with a beautiful block. Headed away by Lokonga. As far as Luizu. Heads it back to McGinn. Ball forward to Watkins. Loses his footing again and tackled by Thomas Partey. Lokonga. Lift the ball towards Saka on the right. Mings will get there first and see it out for a throw-in. Throws it back to Emi Martinez. Looks like it will be 3 losses on the bounce for Aston Villa. A win would have took them into the top half of the table. I think that looks quite far away now. The top half of the table. Watkins. Nice ball into Louise. But too much is on it. Lokonga intercepts. Aubameyang now gets it. He's looking to look forward. Put it into his French teammate Lacazette. Blocked off by Mings on the edge of the box. And Aston Villa can look to deal with it, playing it back to their goalkeeper Martinez. Cash chops backwards and then plays it into Ezri Konsa in the edge of the 18-yard box. Begin. Cash. Down the channel it goes towards Leon Bailey. Comes off the Jamaican last, and a throw-in it'll be for Arsenal. A booking for Matt Target here. The man who gave away the penalty. I think he just caught an Arsenal player late there. There's been quite a few bookings this game. Half an hour to go. An hour played. Matt Target, here we go. Yeah, just caught Saka late. Try to stop the ball forward. He didn't stop the ball forward. He took the man out. That's actually quite a nasty challenge. Definitely a yellow. I think Saka will be okay, but not really a challenge you want to be, taking. Just want to try and avoid those tackles, but Saka couldn't that time. Free kick on the halfway line. Ben White on the ball to Tomiyasu. Down the line to Saka. Spins Target really well. Plays it forward to Lacazette. What a 1-2. It's great football this from Arsenal. He goes long one more to Aubameyang on the left. Cuts onto his right foot. Gets a shot away. Blocked. Forced to Lokonga. To Tavares. Can he put a wicked cross in? No, he fakes the cross. Then gets it into Saka. 1-2. Tavares again. Chops inside. Goes all the way across. Mings just about pokes it away. And it looks like Ings has won the free kick there. But no, Leon Bailey will keep it going here. The advantage is there. He's one-on-one with Gabriel. Skills him out very nicely. Needs to release it. Gets caught again there, Gabriel. I think that'll be a throw-in for Aston Villa. Picked up nicely there, Leon Bailey. Got into the Arsenal half. Was running at Gabriel. Had to turn backwards in the end. Then Gabriel swiped his legs. That's got to be a free kick. I hope that was a free kick. We'll find out. Bundy's been found in the box here. He shoots. What a block, Gabriel. That chance came out of nowhere. Or was it a save? Whatever it was, that was fantastic defending. They've done a few of them where Villa could have had goals, but big blocks have got in the way. He was worked to the left. The ball inside to Emi Buendia. It got beyond Thomas Partey. There's Buendia on the left-hand side of the box, shot with his left foot. Blocked by Ramsdale. What a save that is. And a corner for Aston Villa. It'll be swung in, headed away by Tomiyasu to the edge to Bailey, who heads it down to Buendia. Helps it back in the box. It's a shocking ball, easily collected by Ramsdale. But there's been, 2 or 3 of those shooting opportunities where Arsenal bodies have got in the way effectively. All round, fantastic performance from Arsenal. Ramsdale has it, goes over to his left centre-back, and Gabriel looks forward, plays it forward. Smith Rowe back to goal. And plays it back into Gabriel. Putting himself under pressure, but clipped by Ings. Free kick for Arsenal. Not quite the forwards night for Aston Villa. Ings having a shot blocked. Watkins not really having the slice of luck that he would have liked. Ramsdale saved one of his shots. And Ramsdale's also just saved an Emi Buendia shot as well. Ben White in the Arsenal box, looking to play a way out. Tomiyasu, the right back, forcing himself under pressure. Having to move the ball away from Watkins and clearing it down the line. As far as Target, who will have a lot of room to take it under control and get Aston Villa playing again. Goes to Emi Martinez, the man who won the Copa America with Argentina in the summer, keeping 4 clean sheets during the tournament. One of those was in the final against Brazil, where they won 1-0. Here's Leon Bailey. Down the line it goes to Cash. He made a run forward. Smith Rowe having to do the left-back's work here. 1-on-1 with Leon Bailey. Shifts it onto his left foot from the right-hand side. Sees a switch on to Target. Great ball. Brought down by the left-back. Lays it into Buendia, who's trying to make it work for Aston Villa. Plays it to McGinn. Louise. Out to Konsa. This is better from Aston Villa. Cash. McGinn. Cash again. Konsa's in support in a right wing position. Decides to not use him. And find Buendia. Runs out of room. Dispossessed by Arsenal. Counter-attacks on again. Thomas Partey. We know how deadly Arsenal are from counter-attacks. Lokong's making a run forward. So is Aubameyang on the left. He'll feed the Gabonese international. Aubameyang. And play it through to Lokonga, who got to get the cross in. He does, to be fair to him. But it is blocked by Mings very well. Does fall to Smith Rowe. So the attack will continue for Arsenal. They're doing everything right here, Arteta's men. Saka. Tomiyasu. Partey. Gabriel spraying it over towards Smith Rowe. Keeps it in as well on the left. Tavares is making the run forward. Uses it as a decoy to try and create space for himself. Back to the halfway goes to Gabriel. Then once more to Aaron Ramsdale. 2 years ago, he was playing in League One for Wimbledon on loan, and now look at him in the Premier League, a number one choice for Arsenal. Not a bad rise in the game of football. Great ball inside to Lacazette, takes it on the turn, finds Aubameyang on the edge, once more to Lacazette, turns, looks to try and play it one more into Saka, and in the end it was intercepted. And Aston Villa can bring it away now with Douglas Luiz, and he's shoved right off the ball from behind. Naughty challenge from Aubameyang, and that will be a yellow card. Lacazette's gone down. Looks like he's struggling for fitness a little bit here. Maybe to try to kill the momentum for Aston Villa. Yeah, Lacazette staying down here. The physio's on. Great ball in from Tomiyasu to find Lacazette, then Aubameyang, back into Lacazette. Just tried one more pass into Saka. Target was the one who intercepted it, and it fell back to the keeper. He's indicating his substitution, Lacazette. Before he fell over, he was indicating he needs to be brought off. He's served his time. He's played a solid, 66 minutes in this half, but the extra 7 in the first half. So he's played around 73 minutes in this game. Lacazette only just returning back from injuries that he's had this season. He's had a fantastic performance, and he will be being brought off. So I'm presuming it'll probably be Nicolas Pepe to be coming on. Should move Saka out to the left, maybe. It's going to be Martin Ødegaard. Lacazette will be coming off to a warm round of applause. He was the saviour in the game on Monday against Palace, where he did nick that goal to get the 2-2 draw. And it looks like, I think Martin Ødegaard will play centrally, and he will move Saka wide left, who's been playing... move Smith Rowe, who's been playing wide left, and very effectively wide left with Tavares. They're getting a real good chemistry there. So I think it will be Aubameyang through the middle, Ødegaard in behind. Yeah, and Buendia does not look happy. He's also been brought off for Jacob Ramsey, the academy graduate from Aston Villa. I don't think it's anything to worry about for Lacazette. I just think with him returning to the first team squad, with the little few injuries he's had, I just think he's worked his absolute socks off, and he has, to be fair. And a deserved rest he'll get for the rest of the game now. So I don't know what they're doing here. Arsenal, I'll tell you once they get into positions. But they've just got to deal with an Aston Villa throw in here from Matty Cash, who'll look to get it into the box if he can with his long throw. Long throw from Cash, that is a great throw. Konsa heads it forward. Will be dealt with in the end by Aaron Ramsdale. Arsenal need more performances like this. They should have been playing like this against Palace, but that was just a dip in the road. You know, they're still unbeaten now since that third game loss against Manchester City, where it was a 5-0 away win. And I think half the players who played in that game, especially defence, I don't think any of the defenders who are playing today played in that game against Manchester City, or started it at least, which says a lot. Ben White, shaky clearance, does deflect to Thomas Partey, and that actually works out really well for Arsenal. Tomiyasu can be set away here. He finds Ødegaard inside the substitute, tries to work it in towards Aubameyang in behind. Smith Rowe was open out wide left, and that is how they're going to be working. Smith Rowe's moved to the left wing position, Aubameyang through the middle, and Ødegaard in behind Aubameyang. But Smith Rowe down that left has been unbelievable tonight, so you know, no reason why Arteta shouldn't trust him for the last 20 minutes of this game, playing that left wing position. Gabriel for Arsenal. Forward to Smith Rowe on the halfway. Heavy touch, can be dispossessed by Leon Bailey. Again, in the last 10 minutes of the game, including additional time, which would make it 15 minutes, Wolves did score 3 goals to win the game against Villa. Can Villa flip the script and get 3 goals themselves to salvage a draw today? I can't see it because they've not been great, but who knows, if they get 1 goal, that might spur them on. Begin. Through to Jacob Ramsey on the edge of the box. 1-2 with Danny Ings, or it's attempted, but it's blocked off by Thomas Partey. One back by Arsenal. They look to counter. Lokonga taking a bit too much time on the ball. Dispossessed by Leon Bailey. Shoots from the edge of the box. It's an easy curling strike. Straight down the throat of Aaron Ramsdale. Arsenal survive. Or Lokonga survives. He took way too long on the ball there. Albert Sambi Lokonga. Sambi just on the back of his shirt. Gabriel. 198 meetings now between the two sides in the history of the fixture. Coming up towards 200. What a distribution that is from Ramsdale to find Tomiyasu advanced in the Aston Villa half. Ødegaard now to Smith Rowe. Aubameyang's drifted to the left-hand side. He's got the overlap of Tavares. They start to not use it. He's striking himself. Good shave. Good shave? Good save from Emi Martinez. Parries it only as far as the Arsenal right-hand side, where Saka now has it off of Tomiyasu. Partey doesn't want to force it. Keeps a simple pass to Ødegaard. Now back to the halfway line to Ben White. Looks to play the ball forward with a diagonal switch. Looking for Tavares, and he finds him, the former Brighton man. Great ball from Ben White. 1-on-1 with Cash. Tavares does work the cross. It's a great cross. It's inviting. He goes all the way to the back post to Smith Rowe. Helps it in once more towards Saka. Headed away by Jacob Ramsey. And Arsenal are looking good. Really pulling Aston Villa apart here. Playing some fantastic football. They've already scored once from a corner. Thomas Partey scoring his first Arsenal goal from one. Can they get a second? Saka to put the ball in. It's in towards the near post, helped on by Thomas Partey again, and over the bar it goes. Goal kick. Looks like they've been working on their set piece as well, prioritising the use of Thomas Partey. And they're going to make a change. Albert Sambi Lokonga, the birthday boy, only 22, and he's put in an absolutely fantastic shift for Arsenal. Him and Thomas Partey are the main reason Arsenal have won this game. They've been fantastic together. He deserves a well-lit stadium round of applause. And Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who does want to be a central midfielder, is going to come on and he's going to be given around 20 minutes to try and prove himself to Arteta. Obviously, there was a little bit of, unease with Maitland-Niles and Arsenal when he put that Instagram story on saying how Arsenal won't let him leave to play football. And they've not really let him play football. Only substitute appearances here as Saka intercepts a pass. They could be in for 4 here. Ødegaard's made the run ahead of him, tries to feed it towards him. Good tackle from Tyrone Mings. He can play it down the line now to Buendia. Not to Buendia, sorry, to Douglas Luiz. Buendia's been subbed off. Luiz looks for a ball over the top and in behind for Watkins, cut out nicely by Ben White, and it had to be because he was onside there, Watkins. Thomas Partey slips it through to Ødegaard. Sees there's a lot of space down that left-hand side, and Tavares will pick it up. Smith Rowe's on the overlap. Decides to not use it. Ødegaard tries to slip it through towards Aubameyang in the box. Adventurous pass, and it nearly came off for the Norwegian. Douglas Luiz into Jacob Ramsey. Can they at least get a consolation goal for the away fans who have travelled all the way to North London tonight? Good cross in. Gabriel heads away. Picked up by Ødegaard. Played into Smith Rowe. Slowing the game down here, Arsenal, getting their breath back, not wanting to, waste all their energy on these counter-attacks and then do what Aston Villa did last Saturday and concede 3 late goals to lose the game, or in this case, it will be to draw. Ben White. Ødegaard. Tomiyasu enters the Aston Villa half. Lays it off into Bukayo Saka. His name in Yoruba language, which is the language of, I'm pretty sure, Nigeria, or one of them, it means to add happiness. So it adds to happiness. So Bukayo is a positive name, links to happiness, and he's very much a happy boy a lot of the time. Saka has always got a smile on his face. And his name literally does mean happiness as well, which didn't surprise me when I found that out. I'm doing the research a few nights ago. Arsenal no longer have the ball now. So Ezri Konsa to Cash. All Aston Villa plays part in the Arsenal half as they look to try and get this ball in the back of the net. Leon Bailey's going to try and do that himself. Gets a left-footed crossing towards Watkins, headed away by Tomiyasu. Well dealt with by the Japanese. Hooked away by Saka, helped on by Ødegaard. Headed forward by Thomas Partey. As far as Konsa. McGinn. Brought down by Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but there was a foul on McGinn as he went for the header, I think. Well, I think there was, apparently, to Craig Pawson. Douglas Luiz and Leon Bailey are still over it. I think it'll be Douglas Luiz to take. Does get in the Brazil national team, Luiz, but not really a starter. He only got 19 minutes in the international break, and that was in the game against Uruguay. But he's definitely a main starter for Aston Villa as he plays it short to McGinn, who then gets a left-footed crossing. It's a wicked crossing. It had to be dealt with. Not quite as convincingly yet as Ramsdale punches, only as far as Jacob Ramsey. But I think there was a foul on Ramsdale as he went to punch. And Arsenal defend it well again. I do think Ben White has been superb tonight. Dealt with that cross really well. He was the one who got the header in the air, which then Ramsdale could deal with. He had to punch it because he was just pulled back by Mings. That's why the free kick was given. But that header there by Ben White is just epitomises the performance tonight. Unfortunately for me, because he's in my fantasy team, Danny Ings comes off with doing nothing, didn't score, didn't assist, not really had a great impact in the game. And then El Ghazi will come on, so Watkins will go down the middle, El Ghazi will go out wide left. Did have a good spell last season, El Ghazi, in the month of December. Got 5 in December of last year, and he was nearly named Player of the Month. So yeah, 5 goals last season in December in the Premier League. He got 10 altogether in the Premier League last season in 28, so not a bad record. Second top goal scorer, just behind Ollie Watkins last year. Partey. Gabriel brings it forward. Thomas Partey slips it through into Ødegaard. The number 8, the Norwegian, now finds Saka. Takes it inside on his left foot, dragged down in the end there by Douglas Luiz, and a free kick for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka just doing what he does best. He should have really scored in the first half. He had an absolute glory chance to make it 2-0 after a ball across by Tavares. He's yet to score in his career against Aston Villa, and he probably should have in that game, but I don't think Arsenal fans will be complaining. This is also appearance 99 for Saka, so one away from the 100, and he's only aged 20, which is crazy. And he's only completed 3 full 90 minutes in the season so far. This could be his 4th, so 9 games in, 4 full 90 minutes for Bukayo Saka. He's not over this free kick. Ødegaard and Smith Rowe is. It'd be Smith Rowe to leave it to Ødegaard. He's going to go for like a shot, I think. Got the power on it, but didn't get the accuracy away from Martinez. Martinez just rolls it out to Mings in the end. 11 minutes to go, plus added on time. Arsenal heading, coasting to a comfortable 3 points at home. Something they struggled to do on Monday, but they've rectified that tonight. McGinn, though, with a ball over the top, looking in behind for number 21, El Ghazi, collected by Ramsdale. He quickly rolls out to Ødegaard, and they're on the attack again. Arsenal, if they could get 4, that would be a real statement victory. Scoring 4 goals, giving the home fans something to be happy about. Smith Rowe to Tavares, who's been a great replacement for Kieran Tierney tonight. Gets it back into Smith Rowe. Goes across once more towards Saka, intercepted by Target. And Jacob Ramsey can help it away with a ball through to Douglas Luiz. He needs to release it if he can, and he will do so over towards Leon Bailey. He's just behind the Jamaican, and he can't keep it in. Throwing for Arsenal. Many things for Dean Smith to watch back tonight. Well, probably tomorrow. I think he'll leave it tonight. Let his emotions calm down. I think he just said that was a pathetic pass to Douglas Luiz, if I can lip read correctly. The 50-year-old is not happy. Was the man who got Aston Villa promoted through the playoffs in the 2018-2019 season after beating Derby in May of 2019. Foul won by Saka. Pulled down by Matt Target. Taken quickly by Arsenal, looking for Aubameyang in behind. Dealt with by the head of Tyrone Mings. Conser. It's now Matty Cash. His first Aston Villa goal this season. He looks for a ball around the corner to Leon Bailey. Ramsdale will have to deal with it. Took a touch and in the end poked it out for a throw-in. Did what he had to do with the situation not looking too bright. But he did clear it in the end. Luiz, nicely, gets beyond Ødegaard, strides forward. Played through to Leon Bailey, takes a touch. Can he take a shot? Someone does. Oh, what a finish! Jacob Ramsey's the one who finishes it. In his 36th first team appearance, he finally strikes his first goal. And could this spark an Aston Villa comeback? Luiz, great midfield play, found Leon Bailey, took a touch across the box. Got away from Thomas Partey, and as he was struggling to find space to shoot, Ramsey was stood alongside and he thought, the ball's there to be hit, let's just hit it. And hit it he did, right into the top right corner, 18 yards out, right on the edge, curls it beautifully with that right foot. You cannot get any more top corner than that. Beautiful goal from the youngster, finally gets his first senior goal for Aston Villa. And it looks like they're going to try and set themselves away here with El Ghazi. Tomiyasu has to clear out for a throw-in. It could be squeaky bum time now for Arsenal. Remember, Aston Villa did concede 3 late goals themselves on Saturday to lose 3-2. Could they do the opposite to their opponents here tonight? Jacob Ramsey, 20 years of age, finally gets his first senior goal for Aston Villa and in his 30th Premier League appearance. It'll be a long throw-in by Matty Cash. He's asking the questions. Goes towards Watkins. Oh, he should have scored. He just did not get the contact on it. Great throw-in from Matty Cash. He was helped on, I think, by Gabriel in the end. No, he just went right through to Watkins. No one got a touch on it until it fell to Watkins. He couldn't get it on target. And after having such a good goal-scoring record against Arsenal last season, 3 in the 2 Premier League games against the Gunners, he probably should have scored there to get Villa right back in the game. Seven minutes to go, plus 7 on time. Can we get a dramatic comeback? It would be undeserved. Villa haven't been good enough today. Arsenal have been fantastic, but they've just looked a little bit ropey in the last 5 minutes. As Ramsdale takes the goal kick. Can't be helped on by Aubameyang. Falls only as far as Thomas Partey. Lifts it to Ødegaard, who's drifted to the right-hand side. Partey. Over to Smith Rowe on the left. Maitland-Niles now has it. Cutting in onto his right foot. Lays it off into Smith Rowe. Partey. Ødegaard around the corner to Maitland-Niles. Tries to lay it into the Norwegian. Cut out though in the end by Douglas Luiz, who's been tripped and fouled. Free kick for Villa. Maitland-Niles are struggling to get into the pace of the game. As Luiz has been put there after throwing the ball in anger after Craig Pawson told him to move the free kick bit backwards. He wanted to take it quickly, and Craig Pawson told him to move the ball backwards, and he threw it back to his goalkeeper aggressively. The referee wasn't having any of it. Douglas Luiz has been booked for that. Thankfully, it wasn't his second booking. Cash. Into Watkins. Bullies Gabriel away from the ball. Konsa into Leon Bailey, who has been decent when coming on after half-time. He's got to try and create something now. Looks for a ball to the edge of the box. Oh, it's a great layoff. McGinn tackled in the box. Nothing given by the ref. Matt Targett helps it on. Ødegaard nods it forward. It's now Smith Rowe. Back to Gabriel on the edge of the 18-yard box, who then can clear forward. Tavares will give chase, but Mings deals with it. Mings looks so much more settled in a back four than a back five. Or a back three, whatever you want to call it. Oh, great ball to find Leon Bailey here. He's left isolated with Gabriel. He gets beyond the Brazilian and then gets fouled there. No, he doesn't. He wins the ball, Smith Rowe, on the edge of the box. Good defending. But Leon Bailey has stayed down after the foul by Smith Rowe. See if it was a foul or not. Just holding his left foot there. Yeah, McGinn just caught a little bit by Gabriel. I think he did get the ball. Yeah, Bailey got beyond Gabriel, and then Smith Rowe, got the ball first and then went through the man. That would have just been a little bit nasty on Leon Bailey, the way it kind of connected with his left foot. Could understand why he was down, a little bit hurt, but he should be okay. Back on his feet. And Ramsdale throws it out to Tavares. Poor touch. McGinn can regain possession for Aston Villa. He's then fouled by the Portuguese left back, signed from Benfica in the summer. And Villa will properly go for this near the end. They do need 2 goals, which is a big ask. But like I said, Wolves did it on Saturday to them at their own ground. Cash will be the one to launch this ball into the box from the free kick. High line from Arsenal, about 5 yards ahead of the 18-yard box. Cash clips it in. Headed away by Thomas Partey to Saka. who helps it on down the line, does deflect off Jacob Ramsey, the Aston Villa goal scorer. Great goal by Ramsey, by the way. If you're not seeing the goal, do. But we've seen Thomas Partey get his first Arsenal goal. Now we've seen Jacob Ramsey get his first Aston Villa goal as well. Great to see for the youngster. It's a beautiful finish from the edge of the box, must admit. Tomiyasu throws it centrally towards Saka, who will get on the end of it and lay it into Smith Rowe on the far left. If they get one more goal, Arsenal do kill the contest. Tavares, overlapping run, finds him, gets the cross in. Mings again deals with it nicely. Like I said, much improved performance by Tyrone Mings in the second half. Much better in a back four than he is a back three. Definitely. Tavares to take the corner. I've been so good at not getting those mixed up. Lack of concentration, Zach. To the throw-in, down the line. Oh, it's a foul throw. It's a foul throw by Tavares. It wasn't that obvious as a foul throw. I'll have to see a replay, but the referee saw it, gave it. And Matty Cash now throws it down the line. Flicked on very nicely by Leon Bailey. It's not Louise. Maitland-Niles nods it down to Ødegaard. Can't help it onto an Arsenal player. Cleared long. Watkins will give chase. Ben White heads away. Maitland-Niles gets it down in the midfield and keeps it for Arsenal. Going back to Gabriel. Then out wide to Tavares. Clipped. Looking for Smith Rowe in the channel. Can't find him. McGinn over the head of Tavares. Leon Bailey brings it down. Nudged off the ball by Aubameyang. Throw in for Aston Villa. Thrown backwards by McGinn into Konsa as they rebuild. They are running out of time. Villa, and I must admit I don't want to speak too soon, but I think they've run out of time. Ramsey again. Shock. It's a 12-yard pass. Straight to Saka. The last time they did this, Arsenal scored. It was from McGinn's pass. Thankfully, they've recovered well, Matt Targett. It's tackled Saka and they've gone away with it. But after scoring such a nice goal there, Jacob Ramsey nearly just conceded one. Cash. Down the right-hand side again to Watkins. Back to goal. Lays it into Leon Bailey. Not got many players in the box. It's Watkins. Goes across to Douglas Luiz. Sees Matt Targett making a run on the left. Finds him. Plays it inside. It's the slip in the box. And there's a shot again by Ramsey. Should have done better. Left-footed shot. Dragged wide of the post. And that was a chance. Poked into the box by Targett. There was a slip there by Thomas Partey. Gave the opportunity to Jacob Ramsey to get a shot away. Always dragging it wide. Best chance they've had since the goal. We've hit the 90th minute though as well. There will be a minimum of we'll find out in a minute. First 25 seconds of whatever additional time is being given. So there will be a change here. Number 14 will be coming off, and that is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Scored the penalty in the 6th minute of additional time after a VAR check on a foul given by the referee in the end after checking VAR from Matt Targett on Lacazette. Aubameyang, who's hobbling off the pitch, which isn't great to see for the captain. Yeah, he's just hobbling off. Not great to see. We replaced by Martinelli, but Aubameyang's now got 4 Premier League goals in 8 appearances, including a hat-trick he got against West Brom in the League Cup. So he's scoring goals this season, which is great to see for Arsenal. And he'll be replaced for the last 3 minutes of this game because we've got 3 minutes left because we have been given 4 additional minutes. First game between these two sides was in 1914. Arsenal won it 1-0. And then in December of 1904, Villa got back at them to win 3-1. This time it will be Arsenal taking the 3-1 victory. Around 100, 117 years later. Tomiyasu clears forward. Mings again. He's done well this half, Mings, I must admit. McGinn helps it forward. Poor touch by El Ghazi. Foul given, though, on McGinn by Maitland-Niles. They're going to go all for it here. 2 minutes to go. This free kick is in the Aston Villa half, but they're going to give it to the keeper and he's going to launch it forward. So a lot of the Arsenal fans has already started to disperse towards McGinn. Can't win the header on Partey. He's been fantastic. Ball forward to Martinelli. He's fresh on the pitch. He's been out-muscled though by McGinn. And he can't get away the Brazilian because if he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Leon Bailey. 1 goal more. Could maybe spark something, but I do think it's too late. Leon Bailey looking for space to cross. Gets fouled on the edge of the box by Nuno Tavares. And this will be a chance to get another goal. Right on the edge of the box on the right-hand side. A good angle for both shots and cross, depending on what Aston Villa think is the better option and the better route to goal. Leon Bailey stood over it alongside Douglas Luiz. They should at least get this on target if they're going to shoot. A minute to go of the additional time. Be a 4-man wall consisted of the back 4 in position as well. Tavares, Gabriel, White, Tomiyasu. Ramsdale's telling his wall to stay there. Villa do just put 2 men in front of the Arsenal wall, who are Konsa and Mings. What will they do from this? It looks like Leon Bailey's definitely stood in a position to shoot. He's been positive since coming on, the Jamaican, so a goal wouldn't be the worst outcome for him. He does shoot! It's just over the bar, not too far away. Had Aaron Ramsdale scrambling and diving towards it. Unfortunately, in the end, didn't rattle the back of the net like he would have wanted, just over the bar. We have played the 4 minutes of added on time. Probably play an extra 30 or so seconds because of the free kick. And then the ref will blow the whistle for the win for Arsenal. Ramsdale to take this goal kick. He's going to go long up towards the halfway line. Arteta still barking out the instructions. Long it goes up towards Martinelli. He'll battle against Mings. He won't win that battle. He'll be headed forward to Ben White, who hurries it away out for a throw for Aston Villa. And look at the watch of Craig Pawson. He still decides that enough isn't enough yet. Matty Cash, long throwing down the line. Goes over Leon Bailey and Tavares. Gabriel hooks it away. Another look at the watch for Craig Pawson, and then he decides enough is enough. To the delight of Mikel Arteta, they rebound from the disappointing draw against Crystal Palace at home on Monday night, and they walk away with 3 points tonight against the Aston Villa team, who were struggling in the first half with their shape, and even when they changed it in the second half, Arsenal were still able to recover and keep their shape themselves and go on and win. It ends Aston Villa's win streak against Arsenal. They had won their last 3 against the Gunners. That has now been ended with this 3-1 win for Arsenal. A fantastic performance from Arteta's men. They are now unbeaten. Yes, unbeaten in their last 6 games. 4 wins, 2 draws. And it all started with a Thomas Partey header from a corner about 6 yards out. Across goal it went. He scored his first Arsenal goal in his 40th appearance for the Gunners after he signed back in last summer. And then Aubameyang, 6 minutes into added on time, scored. Bear in mind, there was only 2 minutes added on after a VAR call was made to give a penalty against Matt Targett after fouling Lacazette in the box. And 10 minutes after half-time, Smith Rowe made it 3-0 to Arsenal after Aston Villa did put a bit of early pressure on in the second half after changing shape into a back 4. Arsenal rode the little half chances and pressures and got a goal on the break themselves. It was deflected off Mings, but a goal it is for Smith Rowe in the end. And then a late charge was made with a beautifully dispatched goal from Jacob Ramsey, scoring his first senior goal for the club, a club he's been at since the year 2007. So he's been there pretty much since he was about 6. Great moment for him to get his first goal, not in the circumstances he would have liked, as it has ended 3-1 to Arsenal. A defeat for Villa. They've now lost 3 in a row. Changes are going to need to be made. They're going to have to they're going to have to scrap that 3 at the back. It's not working. They were much better in the second half with a 4 at the back. Still not good enough to really earn anything or even be looked at as a half-decent performance. It was shocking, but definitely better with a back 4. Arsenal defended well and attacked well against their back 3 and their back 4. No matter what Aston Villa threw at them tonight, Gunners definitely came out on top in every way. If they can perform like that at every home game, they'll be absolutely fine. They get away from the little blip they had against Palace where they just avoided defeat with a last-minute equaliser. And it ends here at the Emirates. Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 1. A fantastic victory for Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. And what a way to start the weekend for Arsenal as they jump into the top half of the table. They must not stay there for long, but a win was what was needed, and a win was what they got. Oh, what a game. Just goals. I'm glad there's goals. 3-1. Great commentary. Cheers, mate. Love the Bob Marley research. Digging deep. Great commentary. No, yeah. I just saw that Leon Bailey for Aston Villa was born in Kingston, and I recognised the place Kingston. I thought, who else was born there? Found out John Barnes was, Raheem Sterling was. Bob Marley wasn't born in Kingston, but at a very, very early age, Bob Marley did move to Kingston, and that's where he grew up and, lived his life. And like I said, Bob Marley, you see quotes out there, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but he's a big football fan. He does think football can really bring the world together and bring peace within people, and he was a big advocate for football, and he did love it. He loved the sport, and yeah, that's where that came from. So yeah, I don't know, just mixing up the research, bringing different things in. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Please like and subscribe. There should be another one next week. It'll probably be Tottenham United at 5:30 on Saturday, but that's not confirmed. So make sure you subscribe, notifications on, check the channel for when I'm commentating. There'll definitely be another one next week because I'm off now this week, so I have time to do the notes and get everything prepared. So definitely a commentary next week. But thanks for joining this one tonight. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And from the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal walk away with the 3 points and 3 goals after a dominating performance against Aston Villa, who never quite got going. It's the first goal for Thomas Partey in an Arsenal shirt. It was the first goal for Jacob Ramsey in an Aston Villa shirt. But Arsenal were the team to end out on top. Thanks for listening.